head over to our first map here in our series today. Virtus.pro up against Astralis, brought to you by Harry and Hugo.
Oh yes, we've got a banger here. VP, Astralis, VP in great form, looking to repeat Katowice, and Astralis getting it over the line yesterday versus Liquid. Bit of a struggle in doing so. Are they going to be ready for this one today? We saw their Inferno, Harry, just the other day. It did look a little lackluster in comparison to what we've seen in the past, right? EG taking that win. But Astralis a lot to prove right now, and never a team to doubt on. CT side start on VP's map pick. Does feel rare to say that on a map like Inferno, as Pimp said, but 4 men on A for Astralis, waiting for VP to commit. It's a nice slow start on this T side. The bomb is grouping back ramp with 2 lurkers up in the apartments. It looks like it's going to end B.
Ooh, Yakinda on the receiving end of Glaive there. So he's already out of the round. Quite the man to find, quite the man to have dealt with. What's the response for VP going to be? They line up one of these smokes, they throw that in now. That's going to fall at Moto. See, the device is already pushed ahead to accommodate this, right? Playing around the smoke. Oof. Dinked on that first peak, and so that's going to give up the arch side. VP, they could even wrap into B through CT. They don't know it, but they're being given an awful lot of control here.
Yeah, they went back to check Banana to see if there was an aggro player. That was not. So now they're just going to commit 20 seconds. In they go, splitting from short and through the smoke as it fades as well. Dupree, he's trapped, he's isolated, and they'll be able to find him. 1 man in the pit is all that stands. Magiska's only good for 1. It's VP on the board. They may have gone down 4 on 5 to start the round, but a great recovery and just collapsing upon Astralis in this pistol. Not much these 2 rotating B players can do. We want to give it a look in. But at the same time, how much is realistic? For Zip, nothing to save. For Glaive, he could get away with armor, but Zip's going to flash him in from the halls. Nice flash, James blind, Glaive drops in, and oh, he's got a charge, got a timing, but James got cover as well, and the cover does come through. James hits a shot instead. Zip trades, but it's all too little, it's all too late, and it's all about stalling here for VP. Buster does a great job at that with the P250, and that's a pistol round for Virtus.pro.
Oh, yes, you love to see it. VP off to a good start. Hugo, man, you were one of the big believers back in Katowice and VP.
Maybe I was.
Me and you. I mean, I distinctly remember. You know, we caught them in Summit.
Yeah,
and they looked really, really good there. Obviously, coming off the back of a strong Flashpoint performance as well.
Didn't drop a map in Summit. Won the event. Not bad.
And then they keep going strength to strength. They do really well in Katowice. They're obviously just falling short. Having Gambit snatch it away from them. But VP have just been a very, very exciting team, especially since we've had Yakinda brought into the mix.
And hey, they took down Astralis in those quarters as well. So looking to repeat history once again. It was a 3-map affair. Ending on Inferno, that's instead where we begin. And a very slow round yet again. Devices found a gap, peeking ahead of the Molotov. Does try and catch Yakinda, but falls to the flash. And Yakinda, with an opener, now can split this A site if they want. The bombs is going back, but only to lay up utility. I was a little worried for a sec there with this full B stack for Astralis. VP can wrap Moto, come in on that A site, and it will be a freebie. It will be the second round. Astralis probably looking to just save. Dupree hangs around to see if any kills come his way, but with that not transpiring, it's going to be Astralis getting away with their guns and looking to repeat it again in the 3rd round. VP at this point know it's a B stack, so it's something to build up in your head, right? This picture of what Astralis are doing, how they're planning to counter you in these rounds. And with 5 alive for VP, they can just run the same bonus round again into the Deagles.
Man, I hope we get a similar showing today out of Device as we did yesterday in that Liquid game. And he was he was a force to be reckoned with. And the thought of potentially having a device that's playing like that in the same game as a guy like James, ooh, lordy, that gets me excited.
Yeah, James had some bangers yesterday, right? We may be obviously talking a lot about device and the aces, the 4Ks, the 3Ks that followed. But James had a very similar performance back against EG on Overpass, right? Like he was acing us into victories as well. Fast up mid. Astralis are going to cross safely. They make it along. Still Deagles again. Still stacked B. Not much changing here. Trying to read into VP's game plan. They look like they're going to go for an elevated pace. They look like they're going fast. And right up short side with a great flashbang. dupreeh covering his eyes. Still out on an island. And unfortunately, again, it feels like that might be the round, right? Coming down to 1 kill and 1 kill alone. Now, this time, Astralis can actually give it a go. They may not have a chance to win this or a realistic chance to win this, but they have got very little to save in terms of buying next. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Leaving. They've got armor, right? They know the round's pretty much unwinnable. They want to save the armor and buy up next with a little bit more. It just always hurts to have to double save.
I know this has, this hasn't really been like the pinnacle of exciting gameplay just yet, right? It has been like VP goes somewhere, they kill one dude, and then Astralis go, well, the other 4 of us, we're going to go sit at B. And here they are, sitting at B.
Yes, indeed, Harry.
But rest assured, when the big guns come to play, then all the saves will go away. That's the old saying. The old saying. Everyone used to say it.
And the benefit of saving the armor here is as well, look at the money of Astralis. Like, they got so much cash. So they can buy kits, they can actually have a chance to retake, right? You can even see, because of how important utility can be on this map, like the ability to retake is hamstrung by the fact that you'll go for smokes over kits at times. And really, winning retakes is hard enough on this map. Winning retakes without kits is nigh impossible. 3-0. Here's the buy. Device on the AWP. 2 players of Astralis yet to get a kill. Yet to really see anyone. And Device is peeking straight down middle, not doing anything too aggressive, holding for a swing. Glaive with an opener instead down Banana. That's more like it for Astralis.
Yeah, but I see your Kinder's still alive. I see him trying to take this Banana control. I'm still nervous. Still nervous of what this guy's able to bring to the table. There's that peek onto Coffins now. There's 3 players inside of B for Astralis. Your Kinder.
Oh, dear.
Right then. dupreeh. All right.
Okay.
Look at this. Look at this little maneuver from Sanji. Now, Sanji is a bit of an SMG god.
Yeah.
This guy gets so much... Glaive. Glaive didn't see him. But also, dupreeh's dead. And there's the flick back to Glaive. So much damage done. Buster trying to get the trade, but he can't quite locate it. It's very, very weird. It's very, very chaotic. I don't like what we're watching.
James is so late. It's not James time yet, buddy. You got to give it a go.
Now he's coming in up through Banana. James, they have rotated in on the side of Astralis. Oh, this is weird.
Oh, he wins these, Harry. We all know. Oh, just kidding. Never said a word. Device snipes him on the cross. And yeah, no utility for that. Could not make it alive. Very weird round. Sanji holds his trigger before shooting that CT player, trying to get 2 for 1. He almost does, man. Felt like dupreeh had him on the cross, but Astralis were not accounting for that CT wrap. And even so, they still win the round, right? Fast rotates to be off the back of Sanji getting that kill. And in the midst of the madness of team killing as well, dupreeh taking down Zip, spamming the smoke on the cross and killing his teammate, still not a problem for Astralis. You give them the guns and they put them to good use.
Oh, maybe something a little bit faster for VP. I never thought I'd see the day, but look at this, out into top mid. They're just spilling over. They're trying to get in the face of Astralis. The utility holds them back. And look at Glaive. Look at this aggression. He's with them. He's alongside VP. He's joined the attackers. Oh my word. Oh my goodness. Magisk is going to get 2. Glaive gets turned on. Oh.
Leave. They can go back to B.
They could go B. They could go B right now. But that's the thing. He was there so quick. I don't even know if they know that he's like from the B flank.
Yeah, right.
Like, you know, you might be thinking, oh, what, do we just, like, not check boiler or something? How is he there so fast? Yakinda holding for the rotations off of this A bomb site. This round is just chaotic. They're going back to B. They've pieced it together. Magisk and Dupree having to play catch up. Oh, but holding on the banana flank as Buster to lock in the round. Likely with that kill, Magisk might just have to save. What the hell are we watching?
I don't know. This is what we call a banger, Harry.
Yeah, this is good. I'm like, you know, that's not a negative, like, what the hell are we watching? That's like a, ooh, this is juicy.
Yeah.
Using that word a lot lately. Juicy.
Man. The juice is loose right now in this map. And VP, they are all over the board. They're running wild right now. They're commanding. They're demanding respect, even if Astralis won't give it to them. Like, that fast flank, Glaive, so aware they were hitting that A site with a quick pace. After B didn't go the way of VP, it makes some sense. How does James react to that? I guess he hears the footsteps of Glaive coming up on the flank. That's something he should never know about, never be ready for. And VP up 4-1 right now. Astralis' economy in tatters, right? This has not been a fun start for Astralis. Think about how this has gone through, right? With VP with the pistol and Astralis', you know, Deagle saves in back-to-back rounds. They win a rifle, they immediately get reset back to pistols. It's not fun. VP are doing their best to make this as suffocating as possible. Back up banana, kick it, catching Magisk with nades in hand, and he gets that opening kill. 2 more men here, but they do dart back. Grenades can go in from both sides. Kick it takes a beating, so does Zip. Kick it on 4. Glaive has to smoke the Molotov there to get out of dodge, and James could find the head on top, but he can't. And living to fight another day, albeit with no armor, is Glaive, as VP hold on and wait for Astralis to give them more.
Oh, up into the apartment. Sanji gonna clear out device. And that draws the attention of Astralis back in towards this A bomb site. Glaive left alone at B. This is looking like where VP are hoping to end up. Now there's low HP on Kicker, but he's right at the back with the AWP. The rifles are trying to deal with Glaive, trying to flush him out of this banana hold. He doesn't have armor behind the AUGs. Needs to be careful in these more drawn out fights. Getting away with that and spotting them throwing the guns away. Well, now the A play is back on the cards for VP, but this is where both players have been sitting for Astralis, lying in wait for exactly this. Dupree's Deagle in with the first. Glaive follows up with another. And he's still here with this AUG, really getting his money's worth out of it is Glaive. Likely, just gonna save though in the 1v2, as sad as it is to say.
Inferno 101, man. If you've played this map, you've been here before, right? And that wasn't his AUG either, it was Magisk, so the armor's not there for Glaive. He goes back for the kit and just tries to save anything he can, including face. 5-1 for VP. Massive 3K round for Sanji as well. Dupree gets himself back to 0-5 from -1. All right, what have we got here then? More money for Astralis, another attempt. It feels like you get one and then you're done, right? You're just trading rounds right now. If you're Astralis, it can't feel fun. So another rebuy, and they've got to make it worth their while. Winning it could at least give them that little bit of room to fall back on in terms of the money. But easier said than done. Device taking it safe, just holding from the arch side. We got 2 on B again. VP just working the banana, and finally Astralis have started to give it over, right? Instead of lobbing these nades in, fighting for the sandbags, they give VP the respect. And we have a very passive round out of Astralis now, knowing the importance of this buy. Dupree, the most committed player in the server right now, and there's only a lurk or two to deal with. Almost caught on the cross. Sanji can't hit this shot, and VP gets smoked off a B. It looked like they wanted to go there, but just forcing out utility. Early days here in the round, and plenty more grenades for Astralis. Ooh.
Yeah, you don't want to give Buster a little crack to see through.
Oh no.
Astralis, they're randomly, they're deciding to take a bit of a chance here.
Yeah, they've lost the mid info.
Yeah, I was about to say, right, on the back of these smokes that have fallen down, they draw the rotations out, and they will put Glaive back up on this boost. The fact that it's late actually helps out, and of course, Glaive's doing more smoke damage. Of course he is. The nades follow up and do even more. Now, James is taking a very aggro stance here up on top of the boost, spotting over this smoke in CT. James, big position to be finding yourself in. Right, you're going to need to get something done from up here. But it's a good spot to try and reclaim some lost men. There's Magisk deleted. Oh, the peek out, and Sanji and Buster just take matters into their own hands. Oh, it might be a save. Oh, it might be. Astralis, they were 5 on 3, and they end up saving on 2.
Man, they're wearing James' watch right now. Jesus. What time is it? James time, and nothing to do but run away. Buster might be dead, and he is. But that's not a worry for VP. They got money coming out of everything. My goodness, this is an excellent start. And we did see the CT side struggles for Astralis on this map versus EG. So there's definitely things to look at and say, yeah, I don't want to say not surprised, but like we've seen it before very recently. And so it's something Astralis are working on. Right now, VP are not giving them room to figure out the answers. James on top of the boost, very dangerous spot considering Coffins initially wasn't covered. Buster moves in, and as James gets the first pick and drops off Banana, Buster and Sanji instant kills on Coffins players. And Astralis, dead in the water. Another save, another eco, another pistol buy. And VP, they just edge their way further and further into the fray.
Yeah, man. I mean, this is unreal. VP, they always just look so composed, so put together, and I don't know, man. It's so beautiful watching how these guys approach the game. Like, ooh, kicker. Hang on a second. Trying to get stuck in at top Banana, and he makes it work. 3 players there for Astralis, but only Glaive fighting, and so the first man is removed from the Danish ranks. dupreeh over here at the long side doesn't know about James over here in middle. And we'll just drop the smoke. Keeping them out of this side of the map for now.
Yeah, Glaive lost a fight on the edge of the smoke. That's a rare case to see. Sanji got spammed as well, boiler side I think it was. And now the smoke is faded in mid. Back they go, VP looking for this pick. James still hanging around Banana. There's only one man here right now for Astralis. It feels like the reads have just been excellent for VP, right? Like just avoiding these stacks in both the eco or forced rounds for Astralis. The stack on B was avoided. Astralis have been over-rotating due to VP's utility, faking out this A site at times. This time it's a commitment. Astralis at least have the right read, the right idea. But are they going to go CT with this man and Banana? It's still an option. They've got to get past Zip to do so. So it's looking far from certain right now with 28 seconds on the clock. Buster is still hanging at Banana. VP, what's the game plan here? They sneak a man into spawn. Yakinda gets by Zip. Oh, he looks away. He may know now, but device is pushed up. They think it's A because, of course, it looks like A. Everyone's out on long. A man slips through the behind, and VP catch themselves an empty B bomb site.
Like, this is what I mean about watching VP. It's just beautiful. Look, they've got them trapped. There's 3 ready to hold them in the A bomb site. The bomb's gone down in B, and they're already here to try and take the guns away. I don't think Astralis have ever been outbrained quite so hard in their lives. Like, Glaive's going to watch this one back and be like, well, fair play. Like, I wouldn't have done that, but my word, it's worked, hasn't it? Oh, dupreeh and Magisk just trying to hold on to these M4s. Oh, well, bye M4s. Bye-bye dupreeh, last man alive. And they're closing in on him, making him feel very uncomfortable. Oh, the molly as well forces the reposition. It's just brutal. VP up to 7. And this might be you know, I don't want to call it too early. It's Astralis, right? But
yeah,
this might be like, you know, I'm thinking 16-3 right here, right now, mate. I just gonna say some numbers and there we go. Put the numbers on it.
This game is giving me a new idea, right? It's called Saving Simulator, and you know how we have like retake game modes, like you just form a retake in CS. You know, imagine a game mode where you just play in a bomb site as CTs and the bomb's going off and the Ts have to hunt you down and get rid of your guns. That's what Astralis are feeling like right now. They're not playing the round. They're not getting the chance to read. They're just trying to hold on to guns at the back of bomb sites as VP chase them from all sides.
Hugo, if you had to pick some numbers out of thin air, what numbers would you pick?
11.
No, wait,
146.
I mean like
10,080.
I mean, like, you know, if you had to assign arbitrarily some numbers to this game, you know.
I gave you my...
No, yeah,
that was actually my lottery pick.
Yeah,
so
okay, nice.
I'd say 7-1,
Big
Harry,
lotto
if I had to
winner.
guess. Maybe even 8-1, you know? Astralis have pistols. They don't have much of a chance in this round, and if there's one thing that we can rely on, it's that VP have avoided near about every stack. Now, this time is an early rotate, third man moving over. But as we've seen, VP not exactly committing out of the gate. This could be a change, though. They're bringing Yukinda back. They're leaving Sanji again on a lurk, and they actually look interested in just going straight into this bomb site.
Ooh, Buster leading the charge. Big Buster. Oh, everything about this is making me have anxiety, man. He does get across into the pool and then absolutely decks them. Device will double down with the Deagle. Sanji cuts off the rotations. Also, VP always do that. They always have someone like floating around to kill you before you can even begin to get to the right site. And that just kind of adds insult to injury. You know how prominent saving is on this map as well. So having someone like, you know, already deep on the other side of the map is pretty good there. But it does show a tremendous amount of faith that the strategy is going to work in the first place, right? There's a reason why. You know, when you want to make like an execute happen and play into a bomb site, sometimes you just don't feel like you have the manpower to have someone in like a lurk position. But they've got a tremendous amount of faith in the rest of the gang making it work. And hell, with good reason, they're 8-1 up. Nothing's going wrong.
Not at all. Yeah, I mean, the fact that Buster contacts into B and he still makes it to pool as he gets spotted from Newbox. Like, there are 3 players B. Obviously, Device is smoked off, but the other 2, Pillar and Newbox, no info until Buster's already in, till he's pretty much committed to the B bomb site. And Astralis are like, oh, wait, they're here, they're in. VP have been so telegraphed with some of these plays, even with the fake plays, right? They've been throwing a lot of utility. That was just dry. That was just walking into a near MTB bomb site and making it an MTB bomb site. Another round where Astralis get nothing done and back to the drawing board with a rifle round. But I don't think you can blame me for not having the most faith. We haven't seen much from Astralis in this game. VP, brutal scenes, back up Banana with a vengeance, with numbers as well. The mollies and the grenades, finally some Astralis magic thrown in. Lots of damage done. And at no cost to Astralis, they still have plenty more Molotovs. They look like VP, again, want to go back to basics, back to B, and back to contact.
Oh my word, kick up, running in. Wow. How does he get that? On top of the boost, there is a man, and the mollies have done great damage. They're all softened up for Dupree. They don't know about Glaive either. It's the presence of this third man really has blindsided VP. For Sanji and Buster, left up in the 2-on... Oh, thank goodness, Magis. Thank goodness. Someone had to step up if Astralis wanted to get their second round on the board. And I knew it could be you, Magisk. Buster all alone, 1v2, and 3 points of health. Not really hope in the world for him, but he does have this AWP device coming from Banana, and a known factor in this retake. Buster could get spotted. He's not considering it. Oh, and there it is. Close. Device with the spot, and the defuse is found after all.
Oh, he almost flicked back in time. Wouldn't say that was unwinnable in the slightest, right? You get given a couple of 1v1s, and well, it's your ticket to 9 rounds. Even so, Astralis, they survive. Finally, they get something done. And that's got to feel pretty good. But how long will that feeling last? Because VP, you know, they've been showing us some really great rounds in this game so far, some really nice fakes, and just catching Astralis the wrong way. They go for what worked on the anti-eco, which is walking into B. It did get them that opening kill, but on top of the boost was Glaive, and they never spotted him. So he gets away with 2, and dupreeh helps out as well. So VP, I don't think we'll see a contact B again, but they go back to what's been working. Well, they could reset Astralis' money instantly. They could put them back down on pistols yet again. Once more, Astralis fighting for top banana. 3 players here early. dupreeh lobs in his utility and gets out of there alive. Kicker just going to dodge as well, wants nothing to do with this. Actually trapped in at logs. If they had an HE, they could lob it in and kill him, but only 2 smokes left at this B bomb site. Only good for stalling. Glaive is trying to do that as well. Smoke is deep, and he knows they're probably up and past it, so that kind of traps VP in this little box. Flash comes out from T-spawn from Jame, and they peek with it, moving up. Glaive doesn't know how close they've come. Just around the corner, Buster swings, and Glaive reacts well. Keeps Astralis up a man in this round. And now VP probably hesitating when it comes back to that banana control.
Yeah, they are looking to try and take it back. They are looking to try and take banana away from Xyp9x. And oh, the boost, and now they spot him. Jame gonna catch him in midair. Utility getting lined up. Astralis beginning these rotations, right? Realizing that this being spotted so late in the round, it's almost definitely a B commitment here. Regardless of that, though, they're still having to give up the site for the most part. Now, CT flashes ring in and allow Glaive to take a peek. All this utility that was still in play can come down as well. And with 2 nades between Magisk and dupreeh, maybe they can find something. There's that nade to Yakindar, and Sanji spotted at banana. Too much utility left for Astralis and too many signals to telegraph that B play. I mean, the rotations come in, they're able to flash to set up Glaive. They throw the nades in that they've still been holding over towards A. That denies the bomb plant, right? And suddenly everything spirals out of control.
Yeah, I wonder if one day we'll see a bit of a change in the meta where it comes to planting default, right? Because as is current Counter-Strike, I feel like that plant's got a spot gets naded every single time. Obviously, the reason it's default is because it's the best position. It's open for banana. Sanji was late in banana, so really good spot to win a post plant from, even if you get smoked. Think about the amount of rounds you've seen won by T's spamming smokes into coffins and getting someone off the defuse. So that's why it is default, but I'd love to see someone like kind of change that around and maybe start planting blue and playing for ruins. It's like the inverse of that, right? Could be an idea. Maybe one day I just see that coffin nade come through every game, it feels like. And eventually it's bound to hit, it's bound to land, and it does there. Saves Astralis once again. Finally, oh my goodness, I thought this would never happen. VP broken, pistols out, AK on Yakindar. Now, Harry, according to your predictions, according to your guesstimations, VP are going to win every round from this point.
Yeah, man, it's about to be mad impressive.
Yeah, sure.
Everyone's going to say, wow. That was so impressive.
Yeah, in that voice as well. What kind of computer program did you use to generate that, Harry? That must have been some next level predicting.
Oh, the yeah, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, I use like.
No, I thought so. I thought as much.
I used all the brain power I can.
So not much.
And now I'm completely dry. Look at this device holding on to banana. Oh. And Yakindar's on the receiving end of that, isn't he? Worst part of any banana is the
gross little end.
The skin.
The skin. No, that's where all the protein is, Harry.
Do you eat the peel?
Sure. Only when I'm really hungry. Oh my goodness. Just keep that mic muted for a few rounds, Harry. Well, wow. Yakindar's dead. Kicker's taken the gun. Harry's been relieved of all duties. Got a lurker up B. It's going to be a split, it looks like, into spawn again. It's only Kicker with his hero gun getting it done. He doesn't really have time to get the sentry. Is he trying to sell an A fake instead? VP just brutalizing B with 15 on the clock. How is this supposed to work? Kicker is so late clearing corners, and now the orb comes through. Device with a kill. They don't want to die after time, and so they've got to go now. That molly separates them, and now they're getting picked apart. It has not gone well for VP in this round.
Oh, they all die at
least. After
no, that's good. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it's a little bit worrisome there, right? That's like a good example of like VP. They are like a team of mad scientists, and it's like sometimes what they're doing, you look at it and you go, man, that's genius. And sometimes it's like, oh, well.
I'm really sure that should be there.
Yeah. Oh, what is this?
Yeah, I mean, that's just a plan not going to plan, right?
Yeah,
The reason Kicker's taking time is because we've seen players like Zip sit library, sit spawn, and be there. That you know, you have to deal with them. You can't just run through CT with your knife out like, yeah, this is free. It could be, and it was, but you don't know that. And obviously, yeah, I mean, the molly coming down at 8 seconds. VP kind of go, well, do we want to die after time or survive with pistols, or do we just want to get mauled? Let's go for option B. Let's run in and at least reset the money ASAP. Get going.
What's the most mold you've ever gotten, Hugo?
I left bread out once, and it was all great.
Oh no, dude! Yeah. I was here for that.
Yeah,
man. Bread, I don't like it. It be getting moldy.
Stay away from the green bread.
No, honestly, dude, it was gross. Look at this, James with his orb. He's making Magisk moldy.
Green in the face after taking that leg shot.
Yeah. And Device, even with the little AWP of his own, where's he got that? Oh, he's holding down here, short side. He's also got Dupree up on top of the balcony. Oh, they hear the Molotov tag. Dupree hears that. Dupree has ears like a hawk. Kaka.
Is that what a hawk sounds like?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone knows the sound the hawk makes.
Hawk specialist now.
What the hawks say? That's an old meme right there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cringe.
Yeah.
That's cringe.
Please stop.
Look at this. Kicker. Selling a B play, but really it's the A play for VP. Really? Out through the apartments. They're all going in.
One flash.
Jame with the flashbang. It has to be the God flash. Here it is. Jame, Jesus himself, lining the flashbang up. And Kicker is dead to the orb. Down in pit, Magisk, who was blind. Oh, no. That's gone a little bit awry. And Jame is dead as well.
I like the spam idea, right? It was actually in the spot that Magisk was initially in, but he moved out wide. And considering Magisk was the man to get tagged on that orb cross on mid, he gets 3 kills in the round from pit. He just bunkers down, hides in a corner, carols away, and they don't clear him. Nice round from Magisk. I could have gone out of control if he was dead, but man, he was just dishing it out instead. Look at the shots coming through the top, and he uses that to his advantage. 3 in the round, up to 5. Great recovery from Astralis, right? Like, the VP still win the half, but Astralis are going to be coming back in with some storm, some steam right at the very end.
Storm steam.
Steamed and stormed out of the round. Yakinda does trade. That mid push rather denied after 1. Does it feel worth it? You've gifted a gun to VP. Device still holding the wide angle, though. With that deep smoke, he doesn't have to worry about ramp, and he's picking up the pieces of this round one by one. VP go down 4 on 2, and yeah, this should be Astralis is all over the board. Not really much to show for VP. Just pistols. And yeah, that's got to feel good for Astralis, right? Bit of a recovery. VP had a really, really good start to this map, but it's starting to get a bit close for comfort. 8-7 seems likely, although VP playing for that last round of the half, trying to put it just that little bit way in their favor. Sanji trying to dig the AWP. Easier said than done.
He's feeling a lot of pressure, but Sanji's deagle. There's one. That's it. The AWP dropped, but it's retrieved by Magis. 6-8, chance of that 7-8 half. And that's one hell of a recovery, man. You remember when VP would just steamroll in this game? They were 8-1, and everyone was like, well, that's it. Everyone was saying it's the 16-3 coming in. You could feel it in the air, but Now Astralis looking to make this a competitive half. You got the AWP still in play for them, but James don't have one on the side of VP. He's on an AK. Oh, Device back in with the mid-peak. No one to really contest this, but he's flashed off. And so Yakindar uses that to his advantage, pushes up, past the Molotov with Sanji behind him, and they go fast into top mid. Device, there's the opener, a second man in Sanji, deep up the short side, already up into A. Don't have to commit to this. They've got a lot of map control. They've got Sanji real deep. And when Sanji goes deep, boy, is he in there. Holding for this pit swing, and he gets Magis through the pixel gap. Now away from A. Sanji says bye, and now they go back towards Banana, looking for this B play. Only one man there, and it's Glaive waiting in CT. Does have a smoke. He can drop that to try delay this play. Now they can go through it, but he can also go through their smoke. Oh, they've CT smoked to try and wrap him. Oh no, you don't mess with smokes and Glaive. He's in with the double. The B play denied, the bomb dropped on the cross. Sanji is still at A, trying to catch these players rotating out, but now he's been spotted as well and brought down by Device. So Buster all alone in a nigh on impossible clutch. They've asked him to do a lot, and while he is in with the first, it's not gonna happen. Right down the middle at the end of that first half. Astralis have recovered, and we've got a game on our hands.
Maybe you get a player on the team and you kind of already have in your mind how you want him to play. So you force him too much in certain roles or positions without really giving him the room to maybe get his side of things or how he wants to play. And I feel like usually when you really give someone the confidence and the trust to do what he wants and let him figure it out by himself in a way, you know, within the space of the team obviously, then you get a lot more out of that than just saying, okay, you need to play here, you need to do this and that. Because then you're kind of missing out on some skill sets the person have that you maybe didn't think about at first, you know?
I think one thing, again, I go back to just kind of the biggest thing I've been harping on is this level of communication. I don't think people realize how much easier the game becomes when you are confident in what your teammate is doing, when you are confident in the communication and the information that's being passed to you. I don't think people realize how much of your focus can be elevated by you simply communicating properly with your teammates and how much it brings them into the game as well. So I mean, I honestly, you know, outside of anything crazy coach quote or like some kind of coaching technique, literally just communication in all aspects, and in terms of being uncomfortable, in terms of being comfortable. I think that just helps. It elevates the teams, and it elevates individual players beyond what you would believe.
Subdivine. I'll
Any Astralis fans out there? You're probably pretty happy with this one. They were 8-1 down. Now they've stumbled back to their feet with a 7-8 half. Quite the recovery. Things are looking good, and it's Device topping the charts right now. Glaive was looking good as well, right? Started to pick things back up, was holding down that B bomb site time and time again. And so now VP, they've got a challenge on their hands. Have funds have been exchanged in chat, and we're getting into this second half. T-side pistol for Astralis. And a 4-man A stack for VP.
Yeah, it's what Astralis did in their pistol, right? Didn't go too well for them. Glaive always got to deal with this peak. There's a lot of players coming in. Glaive just trying to spam pre-fire. Does hit a dink onto Sanji. There's a P250 in play as well on Dupree. Back to B they go. Buster was early rotating, thinking, oh, are they committing? Well, they're not. And now VP are cordoned out of the bomb site. The smoke comes down, and VP are playing for the full retake. Kicker has the kit, at least. 5v5 B site Inferno retake. Not the Porter call I expected today, but let's see how it works out. Yakinda trying to spam, can't stop anyone. They make it all in the site, still with Glaive on Banana. He can confirm that everyone's coming from CT, and they smoke him off as well. That's what Kicker's lining up. There's only one player at Banana. He's still got to fight 4 in the site, and Glaive can go through this smoke as well. He seems to have figured it out. Here come VP. Great shot to start from a range. They're going to try and peek Kicker, and they do with the Glocks, taking him down, forcing fights. Yakinda in with a reload, and Magisk is running out of ammo as well. Zip on his own, back in the pit, spamming, tapping, and he's going to get it done. Down to the 1v1. James chasing. They're both reloading, and James will win the fight, but there's no time. The kit was too far away. Kicker had it all the way back in spawn. And it's Astralis finding that pistol round. Zip with essentially a 1-on-3.
And it's classic Zip, man. He's just, I was saying this about him the other day, you know, like he's just someone who's so good at not dying, right? Like when that's what you need out of him, he won't give the kill away. He just won't give it up. And so he wins that round there. Full eco for VP, looking to bring the rifles out in the next round.
I can't think of the last time I've seen a full eco.
No, right, yeah. Right. It feels so common to just have the force buy, right? And, you know, then have a very, very complete buy heading into round number 4.
Interesting. I like it. Show some faith in the gun rounds as well. They don't want Astralis to, you know, hit double digits, get out of control, and then you've got to buy. Sooner the buy, the better, say VP. James USP armor kit, quite the combo. All saved, obviously, for the previous round. Harry, you're a strong proponent of the USP armor combo. Do you want to speak in favor of it here?
USP armor, yeah. It's actually, it's a bit of a banger. It's only good if you're someone who's like good at hitting the headshot, right? But in a sense, like, you know, P250, if you headshot and body shot, they're pretty much dead. USP is kind of similar. It's like a few more body shots coupled with the headshot. But
just hit the head, lol.
Yeah, man. If you're especially if you're close range on the angle right now, like James could be, right, playing from library, it can be really good. I think it's underrated. AF.
Sure. Keep that in mind. Don't think it's going to get much done at this.
No, I don't think it's going to get much done here either.
Especially not with this round.
No, not looking good. I've just hyped it up, but here's the B play.
Yeah, but at least you don't get proven wrong because it won't play in.
Exactly. And if you're not wrong, you're right.
That's the rules.
Them's the rules, okay?
Yeah, well, VP getting avoided on a stack. Well, tasted their own medicine, perhaps, right? All they were doing to start the T side was you know, sometimes by their own doing, forcing Astralis into the wrong place and winning the round off of that alone. Oh, Dupree. Hello. Does kill James. Knife out. Another one for Dupree, and he's just farming kills, farming money, farming fun here for Astralis. Maybe an ace on the exits? Sanji's so far.
Nah, man, Sanji ain't giving the ace over. Look at him. Dupree, you want to ace? Lol. NT.
You take those, though. Good money made for Dupree. But they know that VP now, after that's actually a really interesting point, because if VP full saved and no one saw anyone for Astralis, they would probably make the call like, they probably forced and they're saving the force, and now they have another, force save here. And they will play a lot more loose. But now they know, oh, we've killed 4 USPs, they're buying. So that's actually huge information for Astralis at a bare minimum. 9-8. And they know they've got to work for the round. They're still running bonus.
Hey, James got the glass cannon AWP in this round.
Love that.
That's pretty slick. You don't want to give the AWP over to these SMGs, and well, Device, the man who would be hoping to wield it, is already removed from the round. Clean shot from James. Astralis get out into top mid with these flashbangs. Sanji, SMG King, lies in wait at the long side. Gonna go through the arch smoke, trying to keep them back. Succeeds in denying the long play for now, and even drops a smoke. Now alone at B, there is just one man here. Buster's now calling for rotations, and they're starting to begin. His Molotov delaying this B play. Astralis having to wait for that to fade. Magis goes running through it. Is tagged a little. Sanji still here. Rotation of Yakindar is in, and he's in with one.
Astralis are all over the B bomb site right now. The plant can come in. There's not going to be a nade to stop it today, and that could have done it because Dupree's so low. Drop back into the pit. This is a bonus round, right? We imagine VP would be heavily favored here, and that's certainly proving to be the case. Glaive back at Banana, moving up. Keeping an eye on the behind, grabs himself an AK as well off of his teammate's body, so that's something to play with here in the post-plant. Astralis have a Molotov for spawn, but VP coming in all through coffins. Nice, they reroute the molly, and that's a perfect position. Buster burns out, James holding gets fed by Glaive, and now VP have got to go if they want to win this round right through the coffin side. Magisk is waiting, and James picks him out of the sight, and there is enough time. It should be just there, close, and a 9th round taken for VP. I love the read for Astralis. Here's what happens, right? Sanji, Buster's solo B firstly. They rotate a player out of the B bomb site early as Astralis are taking mid. Sanji is flashed through the long smoke and goes wide. Astralis see the flash comes over the roof and they make the call. Sanji, he's coming through long, but he didn't throw that flash. That means there's 2 arch players right now. That means B only has 1 man. And so they run right back to B. That's why we see Magisk just go straight through the Molotov. It's like, don't respect the utility, get into the site ASAP, beat the rotates, which they do, and get a bomb plant in. So yeah, it was a nice round, a nice pace for Astralis, but they never really had the weaponry to contest. So now they rebuy big. Post-bonus round, they got the AKs, they got the AWP, and they got a work cut out for them.
Oh my, James on the other side of this smoke, you're not gonna like it. They're going through, and James not ready for the aggression. In CT, rotation from Sanji is in. He's in library. Oh, he could do some damage here. They're all waiting on the other side of this smoke. Sanji spamming it, gives up his position, and Dupree's gonna find him. Astralis 2-player advantage in their favor. They back out of long. They leave the A site entirely, and they go back to B. VP might just have to save here.
Not again, man. That's got to hurt. Yeah, the AWP is down on long. That's something to grab, but yeah, VP just getting read like a book right now. 2 kills on A. Astralis go, fine, we can reset. VP will definitely rotate off of those openers. And B is free, as will be the round. 10 found for Astralis. And 5 alive while they do so. It's got to feel good. Device with the AWP is back in spawn, as you do, holding on to these exits, but VP are entrenched in the bomb site right now. And the Astralis that we know, the Astralis that we love, are starting to show a little more face here in this series from what was quite a terrifying start.
Yeah, it's nice though, right? Astralis getting put through their paces by VP and then actually coming up with the response, right? We've seen kind of 2 different Astralises, it feels like, in the Pro League so far. Yeah, that very, very shaky Astralis from day one. Then they pick it all back up when they face Liquid. And here versus VP, it was that slow beginning, but now they build back into this game. 10-9 in the lead. Reinvestments in for VP. But if this round doesn't go their way, Astralis could start running away with this game. Once again, there's that deep banana smoke just to try and set up VP. Try and get your Kindar deep in the banana. He's pushed right down.
Ooh. They go through the top mid smoke now. No fear for Astralis. They pushed long in the previous round. Look at the flank. Yakinda coming in. They do spot him, but they're so low. And Yakinda lines up 3. Didn't mean to shoot Glaive through the smoke. It was just part of the program. And James is there alongside to trade that kill to Device. What a play. What a push from Yakinda. Rarely do you see those big B flanks come through, right? But after Astralis rushed through another smoke, that is all the warning in the world the VP can use to commit into that flank. We saw that one round of CT side where Glaive did the same, just ran down banana out of spawn and did it in the perfect round, the perfect read. This is the same case. Both James and Yakinda in the right place at the right time, and Astralis never really get to play their round out. They get a kill up mid, they go back through the smoke, and then they just get mauled.
See, I would feel bad for Glaive getting caught by that stray bullet through the smoke, but in a way, it's like, well, Glaive, you often do it to other people, so now you get it done to you. Astralis right now is still in a spot where they can leap ahead, right? The money for VP still isn't established, and so a victory in this round is the same as in the last. Like, you know, it can feel like a 2-for-1. Depending on what's saved, you know, what's brought forward, VP can get reinvestments, but you need to save on the right players with the right number of players. So Astralis not down and out for the count yet. Look at your Kindar again, running through Molotovs, running through this utility to take the deep banana control. Oh, he's brought down low as a result. But he's still a threat. Astralis grouping up over here in second middle, have players in the apartments as well. But this time haven't gained as much ground towards the A site as usual. It's a little bit slower, a little more reserved here. Making sure they're not caught by that aggression again.
Yeah, Yakinda got out of there alive at least, right? Because Astralis are going to clear all these corners coming back up B. I like that. They run away, and then they come in through the tunnel back to Banana to clear corners to make sure that VP all rotate out. And look, 3 back at B. Gets awfully quiet. VP start to doubt themselves. Now they're going to realize, but James is still here, and that could be the ace up the sleeve of Virtus.pro. Bomb has been seen. He's coming around the corner. James looking for more. He's dropped it. And oh, the lineup for kicker. James does more damage, and there's only one man standing. Device through the smoke kills a rotate, but James is trying to bait the shot, and he can't. James stands strong and doesn't fall for your foolish ways. It's 11-10. And 4 kills from James on the A-bomb site. Doesn't matter. The VP had made the wrong read when James hitting shots like that.
You've got to love what we're getting out of James right now, right? Like, you remember he buys that glass cannon AWP up, and man, he delivered in the round where he didn't have armor, so you give him a little bit more to fight with, and he's just unchained, man. Holds the A-bomb site, doesn't give you the room, doesn't give you the space.
Oh.
And once again, opens the round up with his AWP. The pistols looking to get brushed aside by Virtus.pro as they now try and extend this lead up to 12-10.
And it is brutal. Like, when Device doesn't have the AWP, James keeps picking him in like gun rounds and eco rounds. So keeping up that head-to-head in the worst of ways. Yakinda's pushed behind, by the way. He's run down Banana. Buster's even late. He's like, man, you're going crazy. That's a bit too far, surely. Device, or Dupree, rather, almost doubles up with the Deagle. But not today. 1 kill will be all that's said, and then 12-10 for VP. Looking to take the lead right at the very end. What do Astralis have for them? Because this rifle round is key. It's so important. And they won't even have the AWP to fight back against James, who's proven to be quite the problem right now.
Oh, the attempt at the boost. Now they know Yakinda's here as well. early rotate out of Sanji as a result of that pick coming in. So right now, VP is spread thinly on that A bomb site, just with 2. Astralis taking this top B control, but with dupreeh still holding on to alt mid, you know, their options are open to them. And they've got plenty of time to whittle off this clock.
I like the read. Another missed call for VP. They have at least left James here, and we know what he can do, but Astralis to get that B kill, and they rotate fully out, all 5, staying together. And even James gambling as well. Yeah, this is like just the gamble right now. VP rolling the dice, going, fine, if they go B, we win the round. If they go A, we save, and we give it another go. It's an admirable call, but it's not the right one. And so VP will be looking to that next round. Right now, Astralis are figuring it out. Flashes go over. James can hang because he knows if he gets a kill through this smoke, if he catches a frag from an aggressing player, maybe it would be tempting, but no. And sadly, the right call is the boring call, Harry. And that is to save.
Yeah, don't get more James time than this, right? For everybody.
Get in the bus. We go and saving. Yeah, the reason of that round, right, is obviously if VP go for it and they lose everyone, they'd be a little hard-pressed to find guns in the follow-up. So this does prolong their rifle rounds, even just by 1. And they get to restart, give it another go, not give Astralis that opening kill, right? Putting Buster on the boost was exactly what Glaive was ready for. And so keeping this game competitive still, I think that's the most impressive part of all, right? Like you said, 8-1 to an 8-7.5. And now even in the second, they're trading rounds back and forth.
Yeah, also, Astralis now seeming very, very aware that VP like to challenge for Banana in some way other than just utility, right? They've always had your Kindar getting aggressive, or in that round there, Buster getting boosted. They're always looking to challenge this in some way with the utility down. And so I wonder, yeah, look, VP have got 3 here early.
Ooh.
And so finally, they might just be forced to respect Banana a little bit more. They dump the utility this round, but they don't bother facing. So Astralis have garnered this respect down in Banana. Buster donning a secondary AWP as well is here. Holding from the CT side. Now he's mollied out. This means your Kindar is essentially left to fend for himself. At least until that molly fades, and he is quick to leave after it does so. James gonna trade that kill up in the apartments. Now the A play is on though. James needs to start calling for rotations because wrapping long is most of Astralis. They actually come back to the short side. They give James that fight. Zip's dead. Glaive's looking to wrap long, but Sanji held on the angle, leaves James still in this hot seat, having to deliver. In with a third. James just buying time. They can't flush him out yet. Finally, Glaive's going to chase him down, but James giving VP a fighting chance, a 2v2. Are they going to give this round a go?
Yeah, they have to, right? They've got to at least consider it. The kit's available. Motor Smoke is thrown from the pit, and now VP, they throw a deeper one to try and give them some room to move. But are they really not going for this? They're taking so much time, faking a rotate out and holding for a re-aggression. Astralis aren't going to feed you. They're not going to give you a way back in. Glaive and Magist both tucked into their angles. And the bomb is ticked so far. Are you really considering it still? You trying to get on it with a few seconds left? Glaive in the sight does get clear, but he won't get the kill. And now you got to save if you're Buster. I felt like VP never really were committed. And Glaive dies to the bomb, but who even cares at that point if you're Astralis? You win the round. That's the most important part. James gets 3 kills. He sets his team up, and Glaive just drive-bys him in the smoke. And even with all of that, VP looked too timid on the retake. Like, with the Motor Smoke down, sure, it's like a good reason as to just not go for it and not do anything, and that's why Yakinda goes in late, but damn, dude. Astralis were giving so much room away. They were fully tucked. You could have walked through the smoke. They wouldn't have known. That's not info VP had, and unfortunately the risk reward is there. We have already seen the money make decisions for VP with some of these saves off the back of even losing 1 player.
It's sad as well because it looked like they weren't gonna go for it, right?
Yeah.
It looked like they were gonna save, and then they decide last minute, like, okay, let's give it a go. Well, if they had saved both those guns, as it looked like the intention was originally, buying here, you know, wouldn't be such a math problem, right? It wouldn't be something you're having to sit there and think about. You'd be fine. You could drop 2 rifles on the players that saved. You have money on everyone else. They are going to decide to invest regardless. But you can see what this does to them, right? The buy that they're bringing forward is not all that. They've got the double orbs. That part's beautiful. Other than that, though, SMGs and the 1 rifle on Kicker. A loss in this round, suddenly Astralis is staring 14 square in the face. So you're really hoping that this force buy can give you results if you're VP.
Oh, Yakinda, force end, right down Banana. He's done this before. They don't check it. They flash through, and he's on top of the logs. Good luck getting out alive, though. The spam is there. So many players. He won't have time to grab that gun off Device's body, but he does stay standing, and that's worth his weight in gold. Good grenade. And about time to just give it up if you're VP, right? You don't want it to come down to saves again if you lose a bomb site. And so they wrap back. They leave Buster on solo B with the orb. Yakinda goes to reinforce that A site. But Astralis, they've made the right call yet again. They're walking into what is a 1-man hold, and they should be able to smoke off Buster and render him useless. It will be another retake round. Buster, if he can get a kill and fall off, that's massive. That's everything for VP, but a missed shot. And now Astralis getting closer. With that position seen, they know the VP are likely leaving this site worse for wear. And so Buster still back in with another chance. It's not smoked. 1 kill is everything. And there it is instead, coming from Kicker on the flank.
Yeah, Buster's still waiting. He's denying any cross to the back of the site. And so Astralis, they're trying to fight for control. They're trying to hold on to Banana. Glaive with that kill. Oh, not able to hold firm, though. Yakinda trades it out. And so we look at Zip again, in with an attempt at a clutch. A 1v3 this time. And time ticking off of this bomb. Zip in the smoke, tagged in it. Someone needs to get on it. It's going to be Yakinda with the stick. He's on the bomb, and Zip can't find him. Through the smoke, Sanji secures that 13th for VP. The retake happens. The force buy works wonders.
Oh, man, even though Buster doesn't get any kills there, just the fact that he lives that long, he stays alive so much time is enough for VP, especially with how quickly they realized that was a B commit as well, right? Fast flanking, down middle, up Banana. And Astralis, who often have only left 1 player to deal with that Banana flank. It's the same case here. He dies immediately. And VP just keep this game going. No clear victor in sight. Neck and neck, trading rounds right now. Oh, it's tense.
I just, the scariest thing about VP to me is that, like, nothing makes these guys look stressed. Like, you know, they'll be going into a retake with like 20 seconds left, and it looks like, you know, they have like a decade. You wouldn't know from how they're approaching it. Everything is like feels so orchestrated and planned out and calm. Like no situation is out of control.
Yeah, the comms do look very clean. Like, you rarely see miscommunications from this team. That's something that happens in many teams, right? And obviously, like, more so in teams where you've got different nationalities and you know, players not speaking in their primary language, but it can happen to anyone. There's so many micro details you need to calm in this game. So many what ifs, so many whens, so many help me. And
was that just the actual request?
Message, yeah, hidden message.
Hidden, very subtle.
No one will know. Again, the same gamble. Look at this. Astralis are going B.
Help.
And Buster is solo B with the orb. Now, this time I'd like to think they would smoke off coffins. It didn't last time. It didn't punish them, but it could. And so we'll see what the decision is. Dupree still holding on the mid side. That's a long smoke down, so he's trying to sell this fake for VP. That will keep players here at least. Oh, my goodness. Another devastating call for Virtus.pro to have to deal with. And they're not really set up to fast flank. They're double site, their pit, their library. That's the furthest thing from a Banana flank. That will likely leave many members rotating CT. And here come Astralis.
Oh, and invested in the angle was this stockbroker, but the coffin smoker closes the gap. Now they're looking to get into this B site. Buster once again just trying to stay alive, and this time they give him a little over through the smoke, but he's still trying the wallbang, trying the wallbang.
Nah, mate.
Doesn't connect. Buster, all right. All right. VP in a 5-on-5 retake. We know these guys, they don't mind playing for that timer to tick on down. Yakindar got to check for Zip, and he doesn't believe in the check. Now a man down, the flash is good as well. That denies the peek from Coffin. VP grouping, are they even going to attempt this one? A lot of time taken away from them now, and Dupree, well, he's in with the first. Glaive follows up, and this round is falling apart. Sanji and James just looking to stay alive with the AWPs. Astralis taking us up to 13, and James, there might be no surviving this one. He's all good. He's fine. Calculated.
Man knows his safe
Yeah,
spots.
right. If anyone was going to know where you could save, it's James.
Yeah, he's got it under lock and key. But Astralis, what a great round from them. That's just a perfect read, man. And VP, they feel like they have to go for that round because it's 5-on-5. And it's like, you can't just like inherently save with no kills and no deaths. You have to go for it. At this scoreline as well, but it just feels like undoable, really, right? Astralis have the one player, Deep Banana, to cut off Yakinda, who only sort of half checks it, and then VP, who are forced to come in on that CT rotate due to how safe they were playing inside of A. Well, that's just another standard rotation. The reason their retake worked out last time was how quick it was.
Oh,
one gun.
Yeah. You thought James was about to try and save the day. Gives it his best shot, but it's only good for one. The Eagle now getting spotted back in the sight as well. And at this point, if you're Astralis, you want to do everything you can to keep this AWP out of their hands. Glaive's got the AWP. He's running. He's going. He's getting it out the map. And now they go back to B. Now these footsteps should be.
Just keep it.
Dupree's like, well, he does get the AWP out of there.
He's going to stay here, I think. At this point, you know you've probably won the round. No, they're still expecting B presence here.
I wonder if Yakindar is going to see Dupree's quick. No, he saw it. I was going to say, Dupree, that's not the best hiding place I've ever seen. Glaives, while it looked good at first, 10 out of 10 in the beginning, not good over time. And will this recovered AWP come back to haunt Astralis? Probably not. The bomb's already down. I think if you're VP, you're just trying to save that AWP.
Man, some of the positions getting played in this game are bonkers. Like, Dupree's lurking spawn right now, and he's going to get a lot from this. There's Kick It gone. Smoke spam, and it's very close, but no kill. Yakinda needs to run, needs to get out of there. This AWP is the only chance of them having it in the next round. I mean, actually, I say that James got 3K. He's been saving for that. So maybe we even see double AWP, but could come at the cost of armor. And it could come at the cost of Device, who's still looking for these kills. Buster dead. Sanji's got an AK as well. So all is good here for VP, but all is great for Astralis. Up by 1, 14 to 13. They crafted a path into the B bomb site time after time. And VP, I've never really believed in it, man. Like, in all of these rounds, it's been Buster solo B. I gotta say, like, nothing wrong with the setups the VP are running. They're trying to read, they're trying to make plays, but man, Buster has not got anything done on a single one of these solo B.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, he's been good at not dying.
Yeah,
but
at a certain point, you need frags, you need something out of it.
Yeah, I mean, like, the ideal thing for an AWPer to do in, like, a B play like that is to get one and then get out of there, right? And it's like, he's not even getting given that chance. So it has been a little rough. And honestly, I think, you know, when VP were winning on this CT side, it was back when you had your Yakindar there. You were playing triple B early, you know, you were setting your Yakindar up with a bit of banana regression to hold it early on. You know, you're having to play very, very reactive right now if you're Virtus.pro. You're just hoping that Astralis hit your 4-man stacked site. And if that doesn't happen, and it comes down to these 5v5 retakes, well, we've seen Astralis take those multiple times over the line. So now we're going to go back to this triple B. Nice. This is back to what was working for Virtus.pro originally. Yakindar here, maybe trying to set him up. Regardless of that, though, you've at least got enough to withstand this early pressure from Astralis. Ooh. And through that smoke, there's damage done to Device, but he keeps sitting in the smoke. Will come to pay the price for it. Yakindar here, and he's already making a big difference to this B hole.
Yeah, even just that. Now you can afford to leave Buster here, and you can play that retake setup, and you can rotate Yakindar out and make a read. I don't think they will, because every time they've done that, Astralis have still hit B, and it looks like, again, that is the case. And why wouldn't you if you're Astralis? With what you've seen in this game, the couple of times you've gone A, you've been slaughtered by Kickert and Jame on a crossfire. So yeah, again, same situation, smoking long, but actually not committed to B, not yet at least. Astralis maybe changing the grain after all. They go up into middle, boost up for James. This is what you've been trying to avoid. He doesn't see anything. Oh, they only just came out through mid. That almost looked like it could have gone very wrong. But instead, Astralis do show some face. Still 2 at B, and that's what that early kill has provided here for Virtus.pro. They don't have to worry, they don't have to gamble stack, but they are making a read. Sanji running a rotate right now, and Astralis executing the bomb site.
Yeah, in they come, but with 3 here, VP finally a chance to defend B. Look at the difference that having your Kindar in this site has made. Him and Sanji, so much damage, but suddenly dupreeh and Zip coming with 3 kills between them in the blink of an eye. We didn't even see that. That was unreal. Smokes were down. The round looked dead to rights for Virtus.pro. But now a 2v2 retake served up stone cold. James through CT on this AWP. Both players in the ruins for Astralis. Kicker never going to even find anyone from Banana. James dead in CT. And for Kicker now, time is becoming a problem. He does have a kit, full HP as well. Taps the bomb, but there's a peek to draw the attention in and away from Zipnix, who's also sat in ruins, just playing the timer, just playing the bomb. And there's the swing at the end that even though Kicker gets, it's still the round for Astralis. 15-13 now.
Oh my, I don't know how they win that round. What happened here? It looked, like you said, dead to rights, a little locked in, and then out of nowhere, dupreeh runs the smoke, Zip sprays his. And then dupreeh doesn't lose any confidence, even in the 2-on-2, chases James down in spawn. My goodness. That is a round out of nowhere. B site has been the answer for Astralis, even though we've had VP with a recovery with decent rounds on that B bomb site and finally making the right call. It's not enough. Triple B and Astralis just battle their way through. Back up Banana. Why wouldn't they be? Match is just looking to end this map right here, right now. 2 kills. A third man he's not ready for. Kinder does a stall at least with a molly and a nade, but they're up and close. They're peeking him right in his face, and he won't get to use his utility. Glaive with that kill on the bomb so far back. They weren't expecting this round to be so free, but it might not just be the round. It might be the map as well. 4-on-2, no kit, no position. Astralis, what a recovery.
Yeah, no, man, that's the real takeaway here, right? This was 8-1 in favor of Virtus.pro. It looked like they were going to steamroll Astralis. But after a sleepy start, the real beast has awoken. James and Kicker, to try and keep this game plodding along, they need to come in with a 2v4 retake. Broken weapons to get it in. A re-smoke in CT, adding insult to injury. They try to boost over the top. Man, like, time is ticking off this bomb. They've got places to go and people to get AWP'd down by. Devicing with the first, and just James left. Right at the very end, all alone. And there it is, Glaive to lock in the victory for the Danes. 1-0 up in the series now, after taking VP's map pick away from them. And Astralis seeking out a victory over Virtus.pro.